So what happens when you take the mechanics of Crypt of the Necrodancer, mix it up with an over-the-top beat-em-up like River City Ransom, throw in some sick electronic beats, and then make it look like it just left out of your favorite Saturday morning cartoon? No, you don't get Deja Vu. You get Rhythm Fighter for the Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look. Massive, huge, just unbelievable appreciation as always to Sandbox Strategies for providing the review code for this game. For those of you who've been with the channel for a while, first off, thank you! You know I reviewed this game back in August for the PC release, and for those of you that are just discovering us, which is around 80% of you, be sure to subscribe down below, because we're doing 2 videos a week and pushing for 500 subscribers right now. Anyway, shameless plugs out of the way for myself. If you remember, I absolutely was head over heels for the PC version of this game, and that holds true with the Switch version as well. Now let's run through some specifics, and if you don't know, we run through the following categories with our reviews: visuals, sound, gameplay, and aesthetics. Aesthetics is, full disclosure, my 100% catch-all category. I'll praise things like the menu design, box art, extras, and things like that. With digital titles like this, it's primarily menu design and extras. First up, visually the game is a vaporwave fever dream. Big neon blasts and light shows abound, with tons of effects and pulses appearing on screen to let you know when the beat hits so you can move, attack, and roll with the rhythm and keep your combo active. And it's not just things like the sides of the screen or the rhythm bar in the middle to let you know when to move. Things like on-screen items, bricks, trees, paper lanterns, hell, even buildings in the far background will bounce with the beat and let you know when you should move. It's a subtle, small thing, but it's really appreciated. The stages themselves are all varied and really sprawling, but they all tie into a motif for whatever particular stage you find yourself in. There's traditional Japanese cities, a temple, a museum, Egypt, and many others. And nothing is generic. Remember how I said it feels like it stepped out of a Saturday morning cartoon in the introduction? The lines in each stage are all a bit askew, statues featuring cacti sitting as the thinker on a toilet, paintings are all spoofs featuring playable characters. It's small attentions to detail that make each stage come to life beyond just the gyrating and moving set pieces. And from a character perspective, we have 2 key visual elements. The player character, as of this recording, I've only unlocked the first 3, and the enemies and bosses. Each player character is unique in their design. There's DJ Dax the Rabbit, Kid Cubs the Boy Scout Bear, Spice Lee the Cat Chef, and several others to unlock along the way. They all look ridiculous and fantastic, full of life and color, and each pops off the screen when you play as them. The enemies are equally fantastic. Your main encounters will be against plants that have become sentient and are attacking. Everything from carrots to jalapenos, artichokes to cacti. You'll have your hands full with a huge variety of hilarious enemies, each looking more ridiculous and deranged than the last. And then we have the bosses, massive enemies on screen that range anywhere from electric sumo robots to gigantic lion statues. You're up against a fantastic looking series of big bads to beat down. One more bit visually before I move on to the sound of the game, and this was pointed out to me by my buddy Corey. If you look here at Mr. Disco, I hesitate to call him your mentor. He does help you in the game, but let's just say he's the guy with the UFO because he's kind of belligerent. His little hover car here is a Famicom. That's an awesome little attention to detail. Sound-wise, the game just hits. The music on each stage is varied, and even more impressively, different screens in that particular stage can have different music, so you can never just stick in the rhythm. You have to keep an ear out for beat and tempo changes, and make sure that you're following whatever song is currently playing. And what a soundtrack. Honestly, my biggest complaint is that there doesn't look to be a way to just play the music in the spaceship or from a menu option. A jukebox in this game almost seems like it would be a prerequisite for development. I really hope we see it added somewhere down the road, or it's locked behind some Eldritch Rhythm Demon's haunted riddle that I haven't figured out yet. The main attraction of the game is clearly the music, but the sound effects play an important role too, to let you know when an attack lands or to let you know without having to see that something connected. They're all fine. Nothing really stands out as being exceptional, but I'm pretty sure that's intentional. You want to feature the music in this game, and the game sets that forward without issue. From a gameplay perspective, what I said in the intro is completely accurate. It's 1 part Crypt of the Necrodancer and 1 part River City Ransom, with some moderate RPG equipment management going on. Your basic actions are to move, roll, attack with whatever weapon or lack thereof you're holding, and use your tactical item to assist you. The weapons range in style, everything from a pair of brass knuckles to a beer bottle, from a spear to a laser rifle, and each presents their own advantages and disadvantages to utilize. You want to make sure that you're attacking on rhythm, as doing so increases your fever gauge and thus more damage. Your tactical item can be anything from a Mega Man-esque plasma cannon to a shield to protect you for X number of beats. There's a lot to love about the gameplay, though I will say that the boss fights can be a smidge difficult at times, and being a roguelite, it's luck of the draw as to which level and thusly which boss you'll be facing. There's also a bit of repetition near the opening of the game as you're grinding up your characters to earn beat points and increase their abilities. It's a bit of push-pull, but that's kind of the nature of the beast with games like this. The more you play, the more powerful your characters will become, and the further into the game you'll progress. As long as you're prepared for the grind, you'll be fine. From an aesthetics point of view, there's not a lot here outside of what I've already spoken about, so we'll talk about the menu design and the unlockables aspect. I love that you're in Mr. Disco's ship for the menu options. I think it's a great design choice, and I find it hilarious that selecting your character will flush you down a toilet to Earth. I also really love that your achievements in-game are directly tied to what you unlock and how quickly you unlock things. It builds in a natural desire to keep returning to the title and trying to further your progression. You collect beat points as you play, and those can be used to upgrade your characters to give them more health and damage to their attack, or you can use them in the automat and purchase items for your next run to give you an assist. Finally, there are a series of daily challenges to offer a bit more replay value to the game. It's honestly top to bottom a ton of fun to play, and it's super well put together. Coconut Island made a winner. So big thank you to Sandbox Strategies once again for the review code for Rhythm Fighter. This is the second time I've reviewed the game. First was on PC and now it's on Switch, and I am so happy to say that the game does not miss a beat, pun intended in this case. It's a wonderful game, it really is. It's worth every penny of the $16.99 that it's going for right now. It is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the music is wonderful. You can just put it on in the background and listen to it. That's how good it is. It looks great, it plays great, and there's just some crazy over-the-top villains. I mean, like, who doesn't like to beat up vegetables, right? Like, I love beating up carrots. Who doesn't? And then the characters in the game are wonderful as well. It's just got such a unique style, flair, and visual look to it that I can't help but love it. But now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite rhythm game is, and let me know which one you would like to see come to the Switch. Personally, I would love to see the return of Rock Band or Guitar Hero, even though I know that's a bit of a pipe dream at this point. So you know what, Nintendo? I will just settle for the triumphant return of the bongo controllers in Donkey Konga, okay? Let's make it happen. Come on, you and me, let's put together a killer playlist for what's going to be in the next Donkey Konga game. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Lets us know you like what we're doing. And while you're there, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe as well as ring the notification bell so you can keep up to date with everything we've got going on. Until next time, guys, I have been Jay. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us as we are on our way to 500 subscribers. As of right now, we are 15 people away. Make sure you share this channel with some friends so we can get over that 500 point mark. Until next time, guys, be sure to play more games, stay square, and take care. We'll talk to you soon.